Hi there, I'm in the garden of the lovely Eve and Paul Amons in Sussex, and due to the National Garden Scheme gardens being rather quiet this year, I've come to join them on Fabulous Flowers TV to chat all things flowery in Eve's beautiful garden. Thank you so much for having us, Eve.
That's fine, thank you.
Lovely to be here. And so how long have you been a member of the National Garden Scheme?
Well, we joined about 10 years ago and opened our gardens for 5 or 6 years, and then we had a break from it for 4 years or so, and decided to go back into it this year.
And what first attracted you to it?
Well, originally it was very low-key. It was just our road. People would, just a tiny front garden they would open. So it was all very low-key, and one of the neighbours came across and asked if we'd open. Although the garden wasn't anything like it is now, it was all very. It was still in the making, as it were, and we enjoyed doing it. It was a good thing to do.
In your front garden, you've got a lovely mixture of roses, and I love the fact you've got yellow, you've got pink, you've got all those bright colours. Did you plant all those?
No, some of them were here. They must be a good 20 years old, because we've been here 18 years, so they've been here as long as that. And I've just planted in between. If somebody's given us a rose, I've put it, and not really thought about what colour.
Well, I think
just
you've got
like
a natural
mixture.
Green finger, because they're flourishing and beautiful.
Yeah, they're all right.
I'm totally blown away by your beautiful tamarind tree in the front garden. It's just breathtaking. Did you plant it?
No, they were both here when we came to the house. It's probably the best bit about the house at the time. It wasn't particularly attractive, and it does get out of hand. We had to keep it trimmed, but it's lovely when all the flowers come out and the bees are buzzing in there.
Oh, good.
It's
just beautiful.
It is very beautiful. When it rains, it does sag, and the poor post lady gets a bit wet. But
can't have it all.
She likes it,
absolutely
so
beautiful.
it's fine.
I can see, having had our lovely walk around, that you enjoy pottering and tinkering, and it's more about the look of the flower than the names.
That's right.
I mean, do you ever get a chance to sit back and think, I can just relax and have a nice gin and tonic in the garden?
I do sit and relax and look at it, and then I think, oh, actually, I'll just move that.
Or have a go at that weed. But
Yes,
not that I've seen any weeds. I mean, it's absolutely beautiful.
No, we do sit in it occasionally, but I like doing it. I like working in the garden.
So, I mean, when did you realise you were sort of suddenly drawn to all things horticultural?
We lived in a house in Frant that we moved to in 1986, and the garden had been landscaped, and I'd never taken an interest at all, and I just felt I really ought to keep it going for the lady that had lived there and passed on, as it were.
Yeah.
And I did the best I could and learnt lots just from making mistakes.
Well,
and then we moved here, and
it just carried on.
I
mean, that is the thing about gardening. It's making mistakes, isn't it?
That's
and just allowing yourself to think, well, that's fine.
That didn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And do you find when you go to other National Garden Scheme members' gardens, do you ever think, ooh, don't think I would have done that? Do you find yourself wanting to redesign it, or you just think, let's just enjoy it all?
Yeah, I do enjoy seeing other people's ideas, but and occasionally but mostly I prefer mine.
Absolutely. But I love it. It's got such a lovely drift to it, lots of lovely self-seeding, and you've got my all-time favourite Alchemilla mollis, which no garden should be without.
No.
And how would you describe your gardening style?
Haphazard. It's organised chaos.
That's charming. That's the charming thing about it. I adore it. And would you describe yourself as being more of a white garden at Sissinghurst person, or a hot border at Hidcote?
Hidcote, probably.
Okay, because you've got lots of lovely colours here. I can see you're and picking garden, vegetable garden.
Vegetable garden.
Well, your vegetable garden.
It's got to do something. It's got to be productive. Otherwise,
absolutely. Picking the fruits of your labours.
That's
There's nothing.
Right. And to enjoy it.
From fork to fork, isn't it?
Yeah.
I love that. And also, the thing that I'm really interested in, the fact that by your broad beans, you've got marigolds planted, which are a really good way of keeping all the bugs and pests away without using nasty poisons and nasty things like that. So, and quick question: who is your gardening hero?
Monty Don. I think he's fabulous. He obviously works very hard and enjoys
brilliant.
What he does, and that is inspiration. And his best quote to me, he once said, "Cut your grass and call it a lawn. Don't worry about the weeds." And that is so true.
Well, it's a bit, cutting the grass is a bit like having a hoover, isn't
Yeah.
it? It's suddenly everything looks nice. Trim the edges, cut the grass, and everything else looks lovely.
Yeah.
But
He said don't be too obsessive, which is quite right.
No, you're absolutely
Let it
right.
grow.
And what do you think every garden should have?
What do I think every garden should have?
Apart from Monty Don.
Oh, just lots of colour and, it's
Lovely,
just
lovely.
whatever you want.
And as a florist, I've got to ask you this. If you were to have a fabulous big party and your flowers on the tables, which would be your star performing flower for the guests to enjoy on the tables?
Oh, it would be all the cottage garden type flowers.
So
peonies.
roses,
peonies,
Lovely, lovely.
things like that.
Oh, Eve, well, it's been lovely, lovely chatting with you, and thank you so much for joining us. It's been lovely to chat with Eve in her gorgeous garden. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
For more fabulous flowery films, subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking here.